What it be, everybody? Lechflan is back with some more Call of Duty Ghost videos, and in this video I'll be talking about general tips regarding the IED and useful ways you can place them. So, for anyone that's not too familiar with the IED, it's basically the Claymore or Bouncing Betty of this game. It's kind of like a hybrid of the C4 and Bouncing Betty, in that, well, C4 wise, you can pretty much place it on any surface. So there's that, and it'll be triggered. It can only explode by being shot, or if an enemy triggers it, and it's got a like a circular, or rather spherical radius. So it's pretty much just like the Bouncing Betty in terms of how it attacks the player. So one thing I've seen on this map, Sovereign, when I was running SitRep, I remember seeing a placed IED like right kind of in between here, and you can actually use something like that. Like, I just want to give you a general idea of how to hide them better, so that they're less noticeable. However, in that case, you really want to be careful about not only where you place them, but how the surrounding area where you place them will affect the IED's explosion. See, in that case, I was pretty much right by it. It should have been like a lethal kill, but I'm guessing that the cabinets here kind of ruined the lethal range of the IED. So one other tip I can definitely give you is that if you have an IED and you're kind of like camping out somewhere, one thing you don't want to do is immediately respawn. Well, this is regarding core modes where you have Killcam. So as you see here, the IED's here, but once I respawn, the IED disappears. However, in this case, if you choose to wait it out and try to see if an opponent will run by it, you just got yourself a kill after you died. So that's one useful tip in core modes regarding the IED. Alright, now one of the most common ways you'll see an IED placed is on the ground, just like a Bouncing Betty or a Claymore. However, do remember that you can place it on any surface, like the wall or the ceiling. And one of my favorite things to do is I actually like to, in a more enclosed space like this little office area in Sovereign, I like to place it on top. Now let's see how effective it will be. That looked pretty useful. Now another thing I like to do when I have the IED is, if I'm being chased, someone catches me, I'll like turn around, try to, if I'm like passing through a door, I turn around, try to place an IED on the door, and then wait for an opponent to pass by, wait for the person chasing me to pass by. And in that case, see, I just want to say that's a little risky to do, because they can easily pass it and take either no damage if they're if they somehow run this way, or take very little damage, as what you saw right now. So once again, you want to be really careful. It probably might have been better if I placed it on the floor. Probably would have actually killed them, rather than give him like probably a small life loss. But that's something you definitely want to be careful of. But don't sleep on the fact that they are also very effective on walls too, so you really want to be very careful about where to place them on walls. Alright, so next up I want to go to the map Octane and show you something I like to do. Alright, so now we're on the map Octane, and one of my favorite things to do on this map, if I ever decide to come into the Pinky Strip Club, is place an IED covering both the stairs and this back stairwell here. So that would catch enemies here, they decide to go that way or here. Or if somehow, for whatever reason, if they decide to go this way, come in through this little hole right here, if they somehow decide to go that way, they could probably spot the IED if they have good enough eyes. But if they don't, then you can catch them that way. So it's kind of covering three things, like three little entrances. So that's another thing, like another useful tip when figuring out where to place an IED. So the next thing I want to show you is another part of this map. Alright, so over here in the pawn shop, like right near the gas station, a lot of players like to use these ladders here, and what I like to do is place an IED right there. So let's see how effective that would be. They wouldn't even think to see that unless they had sit rep on, so that's very useful. Alright, so here we are on the map Freight, and what I forgot to mention, and I do apologize for, is that a friendly IED is gonna glow like kind of greenish blue, however you see it, and the enemy would see it as like a sort of like orangey type color. So that's how you would be able to tell. And one thing I like to do on this map regarding the IED is, like, this is a very popular ladder to climb up, so I can place one right there. So if someone's gonna be rushing coming from here, they probably wouldn't be able to catch that flash, soon enough. Or if they decide, they want to get up top, like through a different route, they'll do that. Or if they'll, rush through here. However, they could probably see the blinking most safely from here, or if they're coming from here. So that's gonna be a little risky here. One thing I like to do actually, when it comes to like ladders, besides the thing I showed you in Octane, is you probably might not want to place it here, because in case you have a really clever opponent, they can see it at the top of their the ladder, and evade it by heading down. Well, that kind of didn't go as expected. However, you can also place it right there. That'll catch him, or right there. They wouldn't think to look that way. So yeah, make sure to do that. Or if you want to place it even on the roof too, they probably wouldn't think of looking that way. So let's see. Chances of them seeing that would be very slim. Probably could even place it here, even up top here. This could still work. It could still kill. I've had it kill a couple times. So yeah, that's pretty much all I want to go over regarding the IED, regarding placement tips and whatnot. So let me know what you guys think. If you think I should do some more tips regarding like some of the other equipment or weapons or perks or anything. And yeah, so thanks for watching, and peace out.